Oh God, I almost poured on my chairs. You guys, I'm still going to win it. I'm going to win the game regardless of whatever you guys do with your eyes. War, yeah. War, not war as in prostitute. Like war.
Fantastic. That's all I need to do.
Squeezed. Weird. Weirdo.
I can't imagine how many points I have already. Like,
I hear.
Double word. Double word. Nice one.
still not as good as Blaze though.
Sam, what are you playing? As in, guys, there's a conversation I just remembered now with my friend about ideal relationship. So I don't even know.
Like,
What are you playing? Oh no! Take it back. We reject it.
Okay.
See, but seriously, I need you guys' attention on this.
Alright.
A friend of mine was bringing this whole thing about ideal relationships.
Okay.
Like our own definition of ideal relationship. Like feeling that guys always, get more out of the relationship than the girls. Even though we know that all the guys in the world thinks that we are all materialistic people. But I feel like an ideal relationship for me is a relationship where both of you have consent on mutual grounds, like things that you both agree on. Every relationship is not the same, but I wanted to ask you guys what you think about what is your ideal relationship? Sam?
For me, my ideal relationship has to be in both parties. You guys have to agree. Do you understand? It's 50-50. What you both have to offer. It's what you depend, what you have to offer.
Okay.
What do I have to offer? What do you have to offer?
Okay.
So when a woman or a girl is saying, oh, the guy is taking more from me, like, what is he taking from you? And what are you giving back in return?
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Relationship is based on 50-50 agreement. You guys should come to an agreement. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it depends on what you're getting from your partner and what you're also getting from the other partner. It's 50-50. That's what I understand from our own relationship. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So basically.
Okay, I would say that I do not agree with what you're bringing and what you're. It's 50-50, yeah?
Okay.
But then you cannot. I don't think it's right to say what the other person is bringing and what I'm bringing. Sometimes I think it's about agreement. It's more of agreement.
Okay.
Because sometimes I might not even be bringing anything. We've seen situations whereby.
That's not a relationship.
No, seriously, we've seen situations whereby
Well.
the lady is probably the breadwinner and the guy has really nothing to offer apart from the normal care and affection. Do you understand? And they understand. But then outsiders,
his body is very.
just the body.
What's the body?
Before?
I mean,
Is it
how
not
can
so-
you say he's
is
just
it-
bringing
is it
care
not
and
so-
affection? He's
Calm
bringing body
down.
as well.
I'm just trying to make a point.
Oh, okay.
That
Make
you
it.
cannot just say that about what the person is bringing to the table and what you're taking to the table. It shouldn't be give and take.
Okay.
Give,
It should be
give,
what?
I'm not saying
It
it
should
should
be give,
to
take.
It should be
Give,
about agreement. I mean, if I love
I'm
you,
not-
if I care about you, I should try to overlook whatever you do. I don't know. It's about
We are
more of
going somewhere
agreement.
else.
I think she
So what's
has
your ideal
It's
our
more
own
of agreement
relationship
for me.
thing is I don't know. Is this for people like this? That's why we have It's Complicated on Facebook.
Oh my
So
God.
that's
Are you
your
serious
part.
right
Moving
For me,
on.
I feel like it's all about individuality. You guys cannot agree on everything.
Okay.
It cannot be balanced at any point in time.
Okay.
For me, how I go into relationships, I feel when I like you, I'm a very shy person. That's sad person. I paint my emotions to you. I don't just come out and say, hey, I love you, talk your own. I paint my emotions for you to see. Like, it's clear. I'm a walking canvas. You can see my emotions all over me. And then it's just natural. If you are taking cognizance of all those things, you would equally begin to feel the same way. So it becomes like minds or people that have like feelings, together. That's what I feel.
Okay. I feel for me, an ideal relationship for me is quite complicated. Why? Because what I think is ideal might not be ideal to the other person. And I also feel like most of the time we don't get to really sit down and decide how the relationship will be. Most of the time relationship just happen. Like most of the relationships that happen, I know it just happens. Oh, we talk a lot, we spend time together, I like you, you like me, we get into a relationship, we start to talk, start to like each other. And most of the time I feel like lust is the reason why lust is the reason why we enter into a relationship. Then maybe love comes out some way. So that's why I have an issue with, for instance, for me, I don't believe that I'm going into a relationship, I'm going to be having sex in that relationship. So for a guy, it's like
sex is key.
Sex is not key to me. Sex is not important to me in a relationship.
So why are we dating, man?
Okay.
So that means you're dating
Why are we having so-called relationship?
No, now
If
you're
you know
shooting
we're not gonna
yourself
have
in the leg.
If you know you're not going to have
by
sex in a
saying
relationship, why should we go into it?
that.
For
Do you know what you're
So
saying?
are you trying to say there is no
I'm
relationship
not
without sex?
I'm not 100% on Sam, but I feel like sex has its own role in relationship.
Not
say
what
that.
role?
No. You
It has
can
its
say
own
that.
role. It helps increase intimacy and all of that.
Not necessarily. I disagree.
For me, I feel
I
like
totally disagree that sex is important in a relationship for intimacy. Because I feel like you can have sex and still not be intimate.
Yeah,
The only intimacy that you might have is when you guys copulate at that point, and you guys might not have intimacy in terms of communication. You guys might not have intimacy in terms of spending time together.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody is just getting into a relationship and expecting that if we have sex, then we are cool. What's the guarantee that the sex is going to keep us together? People still break
Many
up.
people have had sex and then break
Really,
up
there's
afterwards.
no guarantee,
Depends.
but
Okay.
I feel it just helps. Like,
Help.
yeah, when you have the communication, blah 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 blah, like
You know what
that
I
just
think?
You're
that's
not-
like the icing
You
on
know
the
what I
cake for
think?
me.
You know what I think? First of all, you saying that,
Yeah.
then why are we going into a relationship? Means it interprets that you're saying that without sex you cannot be in a relationship. I mean that's the main reason why you're going into a relationship. And you saying that it increases the intimacy. I think sex is it's your personal decision. It should not be, you can actually be in a relationship without having sex, and still people even have sex without being in a relationship.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I think
Yeah.
sex stands on its own. It's an individual decision.
Really?
Well,
No, I
for
don't
that
buy
part,
that
I don't think sex stands on its own.
one.
I don't think we should say
Okay.
sex stands on its own. For me, I feel sex is the extra. To me,
Yeah, that's why I said
I
that
think
icing on the cake.
wait. Icing on the cake. You were saying something about he helps.
Yeah, then it becomes the icing.
Now
on
let's
the cake
define
for
what relationship are we talking about, because for me I feel sex is important for marriage.
No, like, we know.
We agree that.
Not that we know.
We know
So
now.
why
How
are
else
we
will you have
why are we
kids?
having that sex before marriage? Like what makes marriage different if we are having sex already before marriage? Kids. People have sex in marriage for years without having kids.
And those ones are looking
That
for
was
kids.
different.
See, kids is still in the
That
sentence.
was
Kids is
different.
still in the sentence.
How is it
See
different?
you see why I'm trying to say that sex should stand on its own.
No.
No, like really. So you just walk around the road and be like, hey, what's up? Let's have
We
sex.
need- no.
And that's what you mean. Like sex is
Are you
standing on the
serious?
road.
Shouldn't
No, I know it happens.
Sam wants to
Yeah.
say something, guys.
stand on its own. You see, relationship. When you guys are in a relationship, you should understand, have the mindset that for this thing to work, this thing has to be involved. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So that's what I believe, that when there's sex in a relationship becomes very strong. It becomes very strong. Do you understand? And when you take that apart, obviously we're not having anything.
I
Do you
disagree.
understand?
I disagree.
Yeah,
This
I
brings
disagree.
this brings me to my
Because
point
The thing
of
is,
cheating in a relationship.
That one's
The
wrong.
reason why a guy will go out and cheat is because he's going out to have sex. The same sex that she's
Why?
giving to him.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
Why?
So why is he
Why
cheating?
is he
Guys cheat for different reasons.
What are the
Why?
reasons?
For looks, for fun, for sports.
when you say
For
guys
looks.
cheat, why?
Yeah.
I don't
Now you're making every guy sound like a douche.
No, but everybody has different reasons for cheating.
My point is, he said sex makes the relationship stronger. I said no, because if it makes it stronger, then you shouldn't go outside and you sleep with somebody else.
That one.
I told you.
See, let me tell you something. Let me put this in place.
Okay.
If you cheat, you're cheating based on the fact that you want to cheat, not because you're cheating for anything. You're cheating because you want to cheat.
See.
Do you understand?
See.
If truly you love someone and you are in a relationship,
Okay.
you wouldn't cheat.
Okay.
You know this person is giving me all I want.
But can you answer one question?
Yeah.
This one question.
Okay.
Sex doesn't guarantee that a guy won't cheat, right?
Well, I would say
thinking
it
about
does.
this one?
Like, let's see.
I need a yes or no.
I feel
Okay.
personally for me,
Okay.
if I'm in a relationship and I've not had sex with that girl, I feel like it gives me. I want to stay in that relationship. I want to see where it goes. Like
Okay.
it keeps pushing that relationship to the next stage, the next phase, the next phase. Doesn't mean that when I have sex, it'll be like, oh, finally, okay, so I'm on to the next. No, that doesn't.
Any guy does that.
No, that's not for me. But when you eventually have sex, like I said, guys have various reasons for cheating. You can be in a relationship with one girl and decide you don't want to touch her, and then
Why?
I'm be like, hey baby, and
You can decide you don't want to touch her. Why? Because she doesn't want it, or because you don't feel like touching her. That's very unrealistic.
Can we also take this back real quick to agreement? I think people should agree before entering a relationship.
No.
If the female says in this relationship I can't do sex right now, and the guy says okay good we can do this, or if the guy
It becomes an issue
Okay,
and they
so
break up because of it.
How long would you wait
Before you give up sex.
calm down.
Very good question.
How long
Answer.
would you wait
Before you give up sex in a
Say you just get
relationship.
into a relationship today, how long would you wait before you give up sex?
It has to do with chemistry.
So it could be a day. It could be that day.
Like they could be in the lab and
She just did. Okay.
Chemistry.
She's being honest. Okay. What about you? For you, how long?
How long? A week should be okay.
A week.
A week should be okay.
But if she gives it up in like 3 days, how will you feel? Oh, or if she gives it up that day, how will you feel about her?
Change anything.
Will you change anything?
Shouldn't change anything.
Okay.
For me, it won't change anything. But me, I feel like there's no time attached to it.
Okay,
it could
fine.
be like
For me,
I love
well.
you talking, and be I love you. I'm like fine, let's go.
Okay. For me,
So it could be immediately.
in a relationship, when you put a ring on the finger, that is when you will enter there. Any other thing, it's not negotiable.
That's punishment.
No, I'm not hiding my hand though.
Married yet, you know.
I'm not married. I am just saying.
It means you're punishing the guy.
I'm not punishing him.
we have
No,
to now.
no. See, it just looks like to me. It just looks. See. Bringing it to Nigeria. See, let me bring it to Nigeria. I feel like I don't think sex is a big deal. I think as she said, is a decision. So if I decide not to have sex, fine. Nobody should have a problem with it. If you don't want to date me because I can't have sex with you, then move. We don't have that. Maybe our love is not that strong for you to wait.
Straight up.
Yeah, but it looks like Sam is the kind of guy that if you don't get laid, you get nothing.
Begin to move.
This is what I want. This is what you want.
Okay, but
Make it straight.
And
Sex
then-
has to be involved. You're not having sex. You can't have this thing called.
And that is
Do you
why
understand?
most girls, after their relationships don't work, they come up and say, after everything I've done for him. Because guys have put that pressure
On them,
to
yeah.
want to- And they've given out something
Sorry,
they
wait,
don't
explain.
intend.
What is that after everything I've done for him?
When you say
Because of the sex you force them to give you now.
but sorry, wait, in Nigeria, we still have these bad boys. Wait,
All of a sudden sex is now everyday something.
Because
say it's a
no,
big deal.
think of it this way. Like majority of the relationships around
Okay.
majority.
remove sex from it and see what happens.
What we have? Wait, please, Marcus, don't
And
say
then
that.
wait, hold on.
I've had relationships, not one, not two, not three, that were fine, and the reason why we broke up was not because of sex. That was not the issue.
That's just you.
Yeah, maybe we were not. It wasn't ready to get
Anyway.
married, and I was ready to move on. Maybe something was not working anymore. It wasn't said. Maybe family.
Anyways, like I was saying before.
Can you?
Yeah. I think I've done like 3 years,
Celibate.
3 years
I've
celibated.
done
When
1 year.
was
So-
that?
You done 1 year.
Yeah. No, seriously, I've done 1 year.
1 year
I was
celibated.
in a
That was
long
like
distance
6 years ago.
relationship, yeah.
Okay.
And
Oh,
then
that
it
was
didn't-
why.
Hold on. It didn't work, and I had every avenue to like play around, even while the relationship was on, and even afterwards.
But you still
but
did
I
not.
decided not to do anything.
Okay, I want to bring it home here in Nigeria.
Okay.
We find it very difficult to talk about sex. I feel like most women don't want to have sex sometimes. They don't want to. But they can't talk about that issue with their partner because they feel like it's look as if they're nagging or whining or they're naive. So in Nigeria, what do you think about this whole sex thing? I think sex in Nigeria is a normal thing. It's normal. We all agree.
Like,
That
if
is
I'm
not a
dating
big
you,
deal
I'm
in
like,
Nigeria.
oh, yeah, we start chatting like 2-3 days and we are cool. We can decide to initiate it.
My
so it's
own,
normal.
my own. What I've gotten from this conversation is simple.
Okay.
Intimacy can be achieved without sex. If you guys agree or not. Oh, I got it from the conversation. That is my own
Okay,
conclusion.
that's your own take.
Yes, your own take, Inko.
Yeah, for me, I just feel like it's sex. Well, it happens. It doesn't happen.
Your ideal relationship does not. You don't care.
I don't really care.
Okay.
All of a
Amina.
sudden, you don't really care. Okay, I think it's about
I know for you, I care.
individuals. I think it's about individuals. And I think if two individuals are coming together, you should be able to agree, know exactly, because it's no use for you to now spend so many months, and then because of one thing you did not agree on,
It ends the
Like,
relationship.
do you guys
And then
sit down?
waste
Sorry,
time.
sorry. I
and
have
then
to
we
come
have
back.
stories flying
Do you
around.
guys sit down and like, okay, call your lawyer, I call my lawyer, like.
No, no.
You guys agree to it.
That's not what we're talking about.
You have to.
Communication
Agreement,
is
agreement,
important.
like, you have to sit down and agree that okay, we won't have sex. So.
No.
No, now you don't agree. I feel like.
sit down and call your
No,
lawyers.
now,
What are you
Marco,
saying?
you're taking it literally. That's not what she said.
I know I'm exaggerating, but I feel like.
And do you know why we have cases of lots of bitter breakups?
Why?
It's because of this exaggeration you're talking about. Only if we can actually bring out our lawyers and say that, do you like sex? I like sex. It cannot work. Then we won't have bitter breakup stories.
Are we going to hear what Sam has to say?
You see, to me, I feel before you can go into a relationship, from my own understanding, I believe you guys should have we should have talk about it. Let's know what we agree on. Do you understand?
So there's no.
For my own self, I would say, oh, I want to go in a relationship with you. Sex has to be involved.
Simple.
Do you understand?
Right.
If you're not ready for it, fine. You're not ready, it's good. You can back off.
Yeah. Can we go back to our Scrabble now?
Yes, we should.
That's what I would say.
Please. Who is next? Have you played? You played something terrible the last time. Don't try it.
King in the middle of nowhere.